You're listening to the KATcast, a weekly podcast from the staff you love to listen to each weekday on 94.3 Cat Country. Killian Hart, Rob Rose, and Jordan J. Now, here they are, talking about life, love, and everything mid-Missouri.
Well, if you love dollar stores as much as we do, we're guessing that you've been in them a time or two, and you've maybe picked up some gems. We know we have.
My reputation as the cheapest man on the planet. You know, I've been in and out of Dollar Tree a few times. Although it did break my heart when they recently went from $1 to $1.25.
Well, some dollar stores are, like Dollar General is not a dollar store.
No, I know. One time they probably were.
Probably.
Like back before we were even born.
Right.
I don't know.
Potentially, yes.
Yeah. But no, I remember the news it wasn't even a couple of years ago. It was like maybe a year ago where Dollar Tree stores were like, well, no, our items are now going to be $1.25. I go, what? So that now you're $1.25
tree.
$1.25
$1.25 tree. Yeah.
I'm just saying, and you would think, oh, what's the big deal? A quarter. I know, but there was a certain satisfaction with going in and just knowing that here's 12 items over here. I can get these for $12. Now I have to do math. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no. What's the best thing you've ever gotten from a dollar store, though?
Candy.
Really?
Yeah. No, I mean, is it the best thing? I don't know. I get it a lot because I keep my nightstand stocked with candy from, again, mostly Dollar Tree because it's all, cheap candy. I keep it loaded up for my grandsons. They come over. They know where to find it. But, boy, oh boy, we've gotten like household like plates, towels, things like that.
My entire contents of my first home came from dollar stores.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Dishes, wine glasses, all that kind of stuff. My favorite item is this little scrubby item. It's like a little palm brush. It's got a screw-off lid, and you can put the soap in the little clear container under it, and then the bristles underneath. We had gotten my wife for Christmas a couple of years ago a nice cutlery set from Chicago Cutlery because the knives we had were old and out of shape and all that. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to pay to have them sharpened. Just get a new one. So then when I'm doing dishes, you got to scrub them. They're stainless steel.
Right.
I end up cutting myself two or three times.
Your hands take a beating with that stuff.
They really do.
Yeah.
Because those things are sharp.
Yeah.
So I finally find this thing. Those sharp knives don't cut the bristles when you're scrubbing the knife with that little palm brush.
Nice.
It's like $5. Now, granted, I got it at Dollar General.
Right.
So it's $5.
Yeah.
But man, I'd buy another one.
It's funny you say Dollar General. You go to almost any small town, especially one that is far away from any like big store or supermarket. Dollar General is the place people shop.
I know.
They get their food there. They do their food shopping there. They get their general whatever they need there. You go to like the tiny town of like population 87. Hey, there's a Dollar General there.
Right. I forget when we travel from Missouri to Chicago, we take the back roads, and there is a little town after you go through Mexico and you're going further north. There's a little town that there's a Dollar General right off the main drag. I can't remember which one it is, but I'm like, hey, that's probably where they do all their shopping.
It's where you do your Christmas shopping, too.
Yeah, my parents live in New Bloomfield, and there's one in New Bloomfield. So, and it's always hopping. Like, we'll go out to visit mom and dad, and, there's always people in the parking lot, always.
Getting back to the question of what's the coolest thing, this isn't necessarily the coolest thing, but it was a very handy thing. My daughter is a social worker in Kansas City, and she's doing this just private mission that she wants to do she comes across a lot of homeless people. And so she's collecting gloves and hats and that kind of thing for these people that she encounters. We went into Dollar Tree. $1.25 for really nice, warm gloves, hats. I came out with like $12 worth of I think it was like 3 or 4 hats, 7 or 8 gloves. And we handed it to her. We had our Thanksgiving celebration on Sunday. And so she was like, wow. I go, Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
But she goes, these are really nice quality. I go, I know. Go figure,
No, one of the best things, actually, there's a couple of things I've gotten that I loved. One was a broom.
Right.
And I can't remember if it was like $5 or $6 or what. But what I liked is the bristles were so like stiff.
Right.
So if it rains really, really hard in our front yard, we have like a little rose garden in front of our porch. And so it'll kind of splash mud back up onto that. Like, it's the only broom I've ever found that it can just, after it all dries, just swipe it off, and
So
it's
you
good to go.
still have this?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've had it for like
Hey,
10 years.
Gotcha.
I never promised you a rose garden. Lynn Anderson, 1970.
You don't maintain it either. So
So
thanks for that. But no, my second one are fuzzy gloves, or not fuzzy gloves. Now you got me on gloves. Socks. You know, the really fuzzy, I almost call them like Muppet socks because they look like a Muppet character because they're so fuzzy. Yeah. I don't know what it is or where they get theirs from, but like they're thick and they're super soft. It's the best thing ever.
Nice.
The dollar stores in general are, I mean, even when you look at the food, cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, even by standards now, you know.
Sure.
I mean, you can go in and buy a box of cereal for, I don't know, maybe one of the big supermarkets selling it for $5. You might find it for $4 something or three something even.
Yeah.
You know?
A little bit cheaper.
Yeah, just a touch. I mean, which I love. You know, you're not going to get the variety. That's the thing. I've gone in. If you go in, I'm looking for a package of thumbtacks. Sorry, we don't have that. You know what I mean? I'm just making it as an example.
They actually do have
They actually
thumbtacks.
do have
See what I mean? I know,
thumbtacks.
but-
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'm going to be hard pressed to come up with something they don't have that.
He's
but,
not
yeah.
found the stationery / card section.
Apparently not.
Yeah. He just goes straight for the candy and that's it. Now, here's my question. Do you go to the same one over and over again, or do you like variety?
Nah, I go whichever one is closest to me.
See,
that's
we
all.
like to go to like different ones. So if we're like taking a road trip somewhere and we actually happen to pass one, we're like, ooh. Because it seems like they all have different things. So, I mean, anytime we visit a Dollar General, we just, we call it date night. And we cruise through. I mean, seriously, we go up and down
that's
every
true love right
single
there.
aisle, and it's like one of our favorite things to do, and to see what all the different ones have.
The last time I went into, I've got Dollar Generals, kind of two of them like equidistant from me, but one of them that we went into fairly recently, they had rearranged the whole store. It was almost like they were pranking me or something. Like I walked in and just about everything was moved to like a whole nother aisle. I was like, so I'm walking, like I'm looking for like the snack cakes, like, the snacks and snack cakes and everything.
Sure.
Oh, they're all the way over there now. I go, I don't know how I'm supposed to keep up with this. Like nobody gave me any kind of notes on this. Now I have to walk around the store.
Well,
and
I've seen
find
it
them.
now that they have like little identifiers on the ends of the aisles that
Right.
tells you what's in the aisle.
That's good.
They didn't have that before.
They didn't used to have that. You're right.
No.
That would be very handy. I mean, that's even when I go into like the bigger stores. I go into the Walmarts and whatnot. Man, you look up, bread over here, baking supplies over here,
Well,
whatever.
they've also upped their game with booze.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, like we go to the one by my
You mean
parents.
the dollar stores?
Yeah, we go to my
Oh.
Dollar. It's Dollar General.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go to the one in New Bloomfield, and they got like a nice wine selection. And I'm like, hey,
a little sniff of bourbon for a buck.
No, not exactly, but they got a good wine selection, some beer in the cooler.
Tonight's Unfortunate Choices brought to you by Dollar General.
That's right.
Wow. All right.
I'm surprised you didn't know that.
No, I didn't. Well,
What Dollar General's you hanging out at?
I'm just saying, you would know that part of it better than I would.
Oh,
I'm not implying anything.
Look at him trying to call me a lush.
I'm not implying it. I'm just saying, between you and I, you know that world better than I do. That's all.
Okay, Mr. Arbor Mist Blackberry.
There you
Is it
go.
Blackberry Merlot?
You're making your point, though.
Merlot's not supposed to be sweet, Hilly. I'll throw that out there.
You guys.
Note to self: Dollar General for booze buys. Got it. Okay.
Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
But there's a nice variety of stuff. I mean, like when the holidays come around, they've got like Halloween decorations. Now it's like Christmas decorations are
Right.
all out. So you can really get something nice for pretty cheap.
My wife's cheaters. She needed some cheaters. Actually, she didn't have any.
Right.
And so we went into Dollar Tree, found them on the rack, $1.25.
Dude, I bought like 4 or 5 pair.
She goes, these are great. I go, I know, right? So, it's funny because I think I bought mine at the store for like $4 or $5 I spent for mine, something like that. I go, I could have gone here and got them. The same thing, It was like, they're just as comfortable and, they're, and one of her glasses, my youngest grandson, he's 7 months old now. He's a strong kid. He took her glasses and ripped it off her face and broke it. So now she's waiting for a new prescription.
Good
for
grief.
those.
Wow.
So Be nice if they sold those at Dollar Tree.
Wouldn't that
Is
be
he
great?
doing one-arm push-ups in his crib or something? This kid's buff.
He's a big kid. He's a tough kid.
Nice.
But he broke her glasses, so now she needs some new ones. So that's the way that goes.
Well, I mean, you never know what gem you're going to find at a dollar store. We'd love to hear what you out there in Radio Land have found. What
Maybe
gem
there's
have you
something we need to
discovered?
buy.
Yeah, share with us what treasures have you found at a dollar store? What do you like? What do you like to buy there? Do you buy something there on a regular basis? It's Cat Country, KAT Country at mailzimmer.com. Let us know, and we might be sharing your thoughts in a future podcast, as they say.
All right, very good. Download this podcast wherever you get your podcasts, and thanks for listening.
You've been listening to the KATcast, your weekly dose of fun from the staff you know and love on 94.3 Cat Country. Click subscribe and never miss an episode. Share it on social media and tell your friends with 94.3 Cat Country.